Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go! Let's go! We're outside. Mike. 56 is the mic. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Fights forward for only about a yard. To the 21.
Hassan Reddick on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, Alpha. 56 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The give to Taylor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense wins championships, baby. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch twist. Watch the 6. Pull it. Joker.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 50 on the ending. Check 53's Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
We're going to sign 6, Mike, 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check in. Record.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Spins past him, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Alert three.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray back near his goal line. That ball complete to Isabella. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go, D. Big C.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready. 53, check 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash. You go take. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 11 now. Murray fighting, lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah,
So two disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
58, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the third.
Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and
not
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, a run with Cannon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a game 2. That's good for a Jets. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
Check your hot read.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
58, the mic.
Ready?
Watch the run.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 53 to Mike.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. 60 out low. Hey, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 81. Jam. Hatchet. 36.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56 to Mike. Hey, orbit. Too low.
Darnold on third down. And he's got a noon one. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
I'm scared.
On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Room here to run, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53.
Murray to air it out again. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Murray again, second and 10. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second and 9, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come get some. Come on,
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On second and 11 now. Darnold caught here by Bell. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Oh, 80.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, exit.
Come on, D.
To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Darnold. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
To throw is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And hit defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
We're going to sign.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go, deep, tight.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bring it. Bring it, young lady. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Anunwa, the intended target.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Quinnen Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. Let it go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Watch that.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
56 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Now it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On the catch, it's Crowder. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold, and that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Oh, another great move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Mike, 34. Oh, 80. Watch the slant. 34.
On first and 10, Darnold. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. The trot, and now off to the races down the right side, and he will score. Touchdown Cardinals.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cardinals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.